is January 3rd, and for many people, it's the third day of dry January. It's the time where you take a break from drinking after perhaps too much indulging over the holidays. A lot of people are actually using dry January as a way to reset their relationship with alcohol, improve their health and well-being, and even explore a new way of living. Here to shed light on the benefits of dry January and how it can lead to sobriety is Kat Greenleaf, the host of the Soberness podcast, where she has candid conversations with celebrities about their own sober journey. It is so nice to finally meet you, Kat.
Good to see you. I feel like I know you.
I know. I was going to say we have so many people in common, so it's nice to finally meet IRL, as they say.
IRL, and we have so many shoes in common.
And we have the shoe cam in full effect.
It's hard to keep good style down, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, you can try.
You can try.
Talk to me about dry January. How can it help us? I know we're weaving in sobriety, and I feel like it's like same, different. So break it down for us.
Here it goes. Any month is a good time to review what's not working for us, right? But January is all about resolutions and fresh starts, so why not ride that wave and take a look at the things in your life that might not be going as well as you'd like.
Right, and sometimes those roads lead to some sort of thing that you're using that's probably not good for you. You are 11 years sober.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I think, even on this show, we talk about sobriety, and it seems to mean different things for different people.
Yeah.
So for the purpose of this conversation, can we lay down the groundwork of how you are defining sobriety?
Yes. Whatever is your weakest is keeping you from being your strongest.
Okay.
And that could be anything. In my case, definitely alcohol. Is it an addiction to social media? Is it talking trash about people behind their backs? Is it biting your nails, shopping too much? I'm sure if all of us take an honest look, there might be one or two things that we'd like to do less of or cut out completely.
Right.
And that's sobriety, is getting your life under control in the places it was not in control.
There you have it. We're done. The conversation.
Thanks so much. Good seeing you.
I love your podcast, the Soberness podcast. First of all, you're incredibly refreshing because you're incredibly honest. You've spoken to so many celebrities about their own journeys.
Shocking that they come on, right?
Not shocking, because I think, Rumor Willis, her life has been in the spotlight.
Yes, you are touching on something very important there. It is hard enough to get sober.
Right.
And then to do it with the public eye on you, and of course with social media, if you have a slip up, everyone's talking about it, forget it. Right. And so it's double hard for celebrities. And the people who've come on the show have been so incredibly genuine and shared their stories. And I will say this, to a person, being in the public eye doesn't make it easier.
Right.
At all.
Right. I'm nobody.
You are everybody.
But even one little thing, I mean, people will come for my head regardless of what I'm doing. So
what's the craziest thing people have commented on?
Oh, my ethnicity.
Okay.
That's a good one.
What's the problem?
Why, because I'm the PA announcer for the Mets.
Okay.
Why do you have to say their names in Spanish? And Kat, I've been through a lot of therapy, believe me. I write all the clapbacks down on a sheet of paper, and at the end of every game, I fold them up and I throw them in the garbage. But it's, to your point, it is hard enough to just be a human.
Hell yeah.
And when you are in the spotlight, it makes it harder. And I think people forget that people are humans. We just showed Dr. Drew, who I did not realize was struggling with addiction. Someone I know, someone who was helping other people.
He definitely is not struggling with addiction.
Oh.
Sorry. We have experts on the show as well.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, Dr. Drew, I love you.
Yes, we love you.
You would never
You're
struggle with anything
sober. No,
except
he
my
doesn't
gas.
struggle. He doesn't struggle.
Yeah.
No, but he actually was a very important guest for me because as a recovering addict, I have so much guilt and shame over the crazy ways I used to live my life. And Dr. Drew really broke it down. You should definitely take a look at his episode because he explained what addiction is in the medical terms, that it's, listen, every addict always has a choice.
Right.
Of whether or not you're going to indulge in your particular favorite thing. However, there are certain things working against you. And just knowing that, certain things in your psychology, in your physiology, and the way he explained it to me relieved a lot of the guilt and shame that I was carrying.
Because you understood more about yourself, or you understood more about the science behind it?
The science. The science was very relieving to me to hear that. However, The thing about being an alcoholic or an addict is you don't ask for the condition, but only you can put an end to it.
Right.
So it's a tough spot to be in.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
So knowing all of that and having all of this experience and talking to other folks who might be going through their own struggles, how would you suggest folks who are watching this apply this to dry January? Because now I'm suddenly thinking, okay, I'll stop drinking that glass of wine that I have every night, but that may open up a whole other door.
It sure might. And listen, I wouldn't suggest giving up drinking if you don't have to. Does that glass of wine a night really mess with you?
Right.
If it doesn't, let it be. Right. Again, whatever is your weakest keeps you from being your strongest.
Right.
So what everyone would need to do if you're approaching a dry month, week, or day is be honest about what is your weakest.
What is your weakest?
What is your weakest? Because if you want to live life as your strongest, you know where to go.
Right.
In an honest moment, you know what's not working.
It's that honesty. It's the truth serum.
Yes. And we all have that ability to be honest with ourselves. And if it's too terrible and you can't say it out loud to anyone else, at least take a moment with yourself and say, you know, X, Y, and Z makes me personally cringe when I do it, or personally cringe when I reflect on doing it. So if you personally cringe, try to cut that out for a day, a weekend, a week, or maybe all month.
Okay, so folks who are saying, okay, it's January 3rd, can I really do it? To which you say?
Of course you can do it, absolutely. And I would say start with a week. It doesn't have to be all January, right? I mean, it's the 3rd now, right? And there's 31 days in the month, so you have about 28 days left. Just get through the weekend. Today is Friday.
Yeah.
See if you can hold off on your personal cringe until Monday.
Until my personal cringe. I love that. That's a fantastic way to say it. Greenleaf, it was so great to see you.
You as well.
Congratulations on all the things.
Thank you.
And happy dry January.
You too, Mama.
I'm going to try.
Yes.
The Soberness podcast is available on Spotify and wherever you listen to your podcasts. You can also follow Kat over on Instagram. Great.